What is up, party people? It's your boy Dewan, aka Junior, and you are now watching Junior Ross Vlogs. Yeah!
I love Junior. I love Junior. I love Junior. Junior.
So, in today's episode, we are just going to be doing a little bit of a haul slash tour of my new creative space. The space behind me, I don't know if you guys have been following along here since we've been doing the beginning of this series for our apartment remodel, but this used to be the desk where I kind of did everything. So I would obviously work my full-time job from here. I would do my creative work from here. So I do both produce music and edit the videos that you guys see on a weekly basis. I do it all from this space behind me. And earlier this year, it just became a little bit too cluttered, and especially with the pandemic and then working from home for this entire time period over the last year. And that's not kind of how I wanted, because I still wanted to have some type of separation between work and play for myself. So the desk that you guys saw us put together a couple of videos ago, that one is on the other side of the room in the corner. I think we showed you that already, but that is where all my work stuff is at this point. And behind me, this is where the magic happens. But before we get into the video, just want to say thank you to everybody who has been rocking with us so far on the apartment remodel series. We sincerely appreciate it. Make sure you guys continue to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss an update. But for now, let's get into the video. Come on, got some stuff to show you. Come on. All right, so the first thing that you guys see here at the desk is going to be the biggest and obviously the most important piece of the entire setup that we have going on here. It's going to be my baby, my computer. This is a, I believe, 2015 Apple Mac desktop. It's got an i7 processor, 1 terabyte of memory storage in it as well. I didn't get this brand new. I actually copped this off eBay a couple of years ago for about $850, $900. I don't remember the exact price that I paid. But it's been thoroughly reliable for me the entire time that I've had it. I do essentially all of my creative work over here. So again, music production, video editing, everything of that nature. Anything creative, I kind of stick to this side of the space. Like I was saying, all my work stuff is on the other side of the house. I will have everything linked down below to the best of my ability. Again, some of this stuff we have had for a while. Some of the stuff is brand new, so it will be easier to link the newer stuff than the older stuff. I honestly will have to work with T on where she found some of these original pieces, so we'll get back to you guys on that one shortly. But everything that we can will definitely be linked down below in the box, so just keep that in mind. Next, we have my Aokeo MPK Mini. So what this is essentially a MIDI controller. For those of you that are not necessarily familiar with music production, it may just look like a small keyboard to you, when in all actuality, that basically is what it is. However, it's more so like a remote control. Think of it as like a video game controller, and you can control a lot of the different techniques and sounds and inputs and a lot of different variations of what you want to do from this pad. So you can throw drums or samples or things like that in here. You can obviously load loops and melodies and things to the keys and just play that like a regular piano. You can use the knobs to kind of tweak sounds and variations of different things like that. So it's really cool. All right, so moving on next. Just had to adjust the camera a little bit because I wanted to specifically show you guys these things. First things first, we got this guy right here. Another pretty strong music production tool is my audio interface. So this is the Focusrite Scarlett Solo, and it is mind-blowing to say the least, right? Focusrite is one of those brands that has really harnessed the power of their technology in terms of kind of finding the balance in their interfaces. All the interfaces work, in my experience, the exact same way, from the home studio setup Scarlett all the way to the i8 and the 2 i2s and things that they use for professional studios. They're all amazing, so I thoroughly enjoy it. Moving on to the headphones, since I mentioned them, these are my Audio-Technica ATH-M30x, I believe. I'll have to link those below. I'm not entirely sure which model specifically these are off the top of my head, but my wife got these for me for Christmas about a year ago. I think it was Christmas 2019. Yeah, Christmas 2019. And I love them. All right, y'all. So also real quick about the headphones, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit more of a close-up. So disregard the headphones themselves, but the stand that says Junior on it, my wife actually got that for me this past Christmas. So that was for Christmas of 2020. And again, it's just a stand that we got for the headphones. It was actually custom made. She found a designer that does 3D printing on Etsy, and she went ahead and ordered this for me, got it custom made with the Junior, and I absolutely love it. I've never had a headphone stand for anything before, so this definitely touched my heart. I definitely enjoy that. Okay, so next, I have mentioned these speakers a couple of times, and these guys right here, oh my goodness. I just had to take a break for a second because these, mind-blowing. This is the KRK Rokit 5 G4 model. So this is one of the newer models of the KRK home studio monitor line that they have put out. If you are into music production, or listening to music the way that it sounds when it's being recorded in the studio, something like this is definitely something that you should invest in. I got them from Amazon, but they sell them anywhere music gear is sold. So that's like Guitar Center, Sweetwater.com, anything of that nature. They run about $150 a pop, but you can get the pair, I believe, for about under $300, maybe about $10 less or so. So they did not come with the styrofoam pads. I did have to get those separately. So that is something that I did just kind of go out and get additionally to that, just because they have like a thin pad on the bottom of them that's supposed to absorb a little bit of the sound, but it doesn't really do that well, and it ends up kind of knocking on the desk and things. So the styrofoam pad helps to absorb just that knocking sound, a little bit more of the bass. It doesn't necessarily taint the sound or anything like that. It just helps to absorb it to give it that really crisp quality sound that you're looking for. So I love the KRK Rokits. Really good studio monitoring brand. They are by far one of the industry leaders in home studio and for that professional studio setups. So definitely look into them. Again, I will have those and everything else linked down below. Also, I did not mention the desk itself. So this desk itself, it will be linked down below just like everything else. This is an upgraded desk that I just got pretty recently as well. There was a different L-shaped desk that was over here previously that we had gotten from Walmart a few years back. But it just wasn't really fitting kind of the vibe for us anymore. So we just wanted to upgrade, get more of an industrial L-shaped desk, which is exactly what this one was described as on Amazon. It's got the brown tabletop, the metal legs and everything of that nature. We got it done. It's up. It's 30. We're making it happen, Captain. This is not fully set up at the moment, but it is acting as my tripod, my recording setup, my booth, if you will, right? So this is where I do all my vocals. This is where T spit the little I Love Junior that you guys hear in the middle of our beats and everything like that. My microphone and everything is kind of down here in this box at the moment. The mic, the cord, the pop filter is right here, and then the isolation stand is right back there as well. So I'll probably have to just insert a clip or a picture of that all being set up so you guys can kind of get the idea of it. It's not set up right now, obviously, because I haven't recorded in a little bit. But again, I'll definitely insert a little bit of a clip or at least a picture of what that looks like all set up for you guys, just so we can get an idea of it. All right, folks, so next thing we are going to go over really quickly is just my bar setup. So I'm sure you guys have probably seen it before, but we never actually gone into it in detail. So just a quick overview of it. So we got both of the rack pieces came from Aokeo. We kind of just formulated them into a bar of sorts, if you will, because I'm sure people use these for a variety of different things. But we obviously have all my beer and wine glasses, the champagne glasses right here up top. The Pilsners, the red wine glasses, champagne, shot glasses. Have my alcohol decanter right here. This was actually a gift from my dad, or really like a hand-me-down from my dad, because he's had that for as long as I can remember, and then when we moved out, he ultimately just gifted it to us. So that's pretty cool. I use it still from time to time. I got my rock glasses and then some stemless wine glasses over here. We also dabble from like martinis and margaritas from time to time, as you can see with like the shakers and all the utensils and things that we have, and obviously with the glasses down below. And then you guys can't necessarily see everything on the bottom row, but those are just like some baking dishes, things that we have. We have a kind of like a juice dispenser that we use when we're making like maybe like summertime drinks like teas or pink lemonades and spiking those or things of that nature. So yeah, we just kind of got a variety of stuff set up over here. Electric wine opener, martini shaker, another martini shaker I believe, and just a measuring cup. So pretty standard kind of bar setup. I do need to get a little bit better with making certain types of drinks, at least that's what my wife tells me, but coming soon. That's going to be another video for another day. I do like to dibble and dabble with those types of things, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think it'll go pretty well. All right, y'all, real quick, I actually almost forgot to mention this painting, but this is something that we got a couple of years ago off of Amazon. It's obviously just a canvas of the map of the world, but it really fit the vibes of the apartment. Obviously, it's kind of got like the gold, flat kind of stuff in it. I don't even know really how to describe it. I'm not really that artistic, if you will. But it fit the overall aesthetic of the space. We kind of like those type of vibes, kind of still like that chic, that luxury, that boho. And again, this gives us a little bit of all of those elements and kind of just staying true to ourselves as well. So we'll have this link below as well. We got that one from Amazon a couple years back. Don't exactly remember the seller, how much it costs or anything of that nature, but we'll try to link it if I can find it. I'm hopeful that we can. All right, so we are going to work this wall from essentially top to bottom. So we're going to go this way and then end up here. So we're starting over here. We just got a plant and vase. Well, I think the plant came from Ikea and then the vase came from Target, if I'm not mistaken. Also, all three of the shelves came from Target as well, the Threshold brand. We've had these up on the walls, I believe, since the year we moved in. So these aren't new, these have always been here. We just have been interchanging like specific decor pieces since we kind of have gotten them up. But yeah, plant from Ikea, vase from Target. These candlesticks, so these were actually thrifted on Etsy. And we have a variety of these. So they don't all look like this. In fact, if you see the one that was right next to it, it's a little bit different. They're similar, but they are different. And then there are ones that don't even look kind of relatively the same as these do as well. There are some in the kitchen that I can use as an example, but I'm not gonna go get those right now. They were used for our wedding as a portion of like the table decor. So we had like real candles, tea light candles, real flowers and things. And it turned out to be a really great experience, so we ended up just kind of keeping a few of those around the house just to kind of commemorate that day as well. So that's the purpose of those. I have my degree there from Indiana State. I graduated back in 2015 with a bachelor's in African and African American Studies. So that's what I went to college for. And finally, I have a Love Yourz picture. So this is pretty important to me. One, because J. Cole is my favorite rapper. Shout out to Cole. And two, is probably just one of the truest bars, not only in hip hop history, but really just in life in that matter. I don't need to really rap it, y'all should know the song, but you're never gonna be happy till you love yours. That's kind of how it is. And you will never be happy until you love the things that God has already provided to you. You shouldn't be just looking to always have the newest and best, or always have the baddest women or the finest man, if that's what you're into, whatever the case may be. Just love what you have and live your life to the best of your ability. And that's the way that I try to live my life. That's the way that we try to live our lives on a daily basis. So moving right along to the next side. Hey, another Ikea plant and vase combination. Who knew, right? We also got this piece. I don't know exactly what these are called, but it's kind of like those stackable Russian dolls. So there's like another 8 dolls that look like this inside of this thing. I'm not gonna open it right now because it squeaks ridiculously loud every time I try to twist it. Oh, well, there's the baby. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna put that back up here. This picture, similar to the decanter that I showed you guys. So this one was gifted to us from my mother. Now the frame is an original. We actually had to replace the frame. The frame is from Ikea, but the picture itself is of just these 3 musicians just kind of sitting on a bench playing. I love music. They love music. It fit our space because this is my creative space and my aesthetic space. And I really feel good that it's still rocking with me to this day. This piece right here was also part of our wedding experience. All of these popsicle sticks in this box are from that day. They all have different best wishes and things like that on them. We decided to keep this. We definitely cherish it. We take one out, read it every now and again just to get a smile on our face whenever we're feeling blue or feeling down. So really good piece right here. Last but most certainly not least, this is a bust of the one and only Alexander Hamilton. Not Lin-Manuel Miranda's Alexander Hamilton, the real Alexander Hamilton. However, it is inspired by Lin-Manuel Miranda's Alexander Hamilton. And this bust was gotten from Etsy. I'll have to figure out exactly who the creator of this was, but it was done off a 3D printer. And she created this bust for us. It's even got his like dates, his lifespan on the back, 1755 to 1804. But the bust is really, really well detailed. Again, this is the real Alexander Hamilton, but it is inspired by the musical that was created by Lin-Manuel Miranda and his team. One more thing I should mention about this piece really quickly is actually it is somewhat custom made. It's one of one. So the lady that we did find that makes these on Etsy, she makes a smaller version of this. Specifically, I believe it's about half this size in all honesty. So when she described that to us, I actually just kind of requested, hey, can you possibly just duplicate the size of whatever it is that you normally make just to get it a little bit bigger? And this is what came out. So I really feel like this size is a lot better than whatever the smaller one would have been. Not necessarily saying that the small one would have been not nice or anything like that, but this one just kind of fits the space that we would have needed a little bit more. So when I do link it, make sure you guys, if you are interested in this piece and possibly this exact size of it, make sure you definitely notate that to the seller of this piece, as it does come smaller than this standard. So just FYI on that. But with that being the case, that is everything for this creative space haul slash tour. Thank you guys so much again for rocking with me thus far. I know T wasn't in this particular video, but she is definitely here in spirit. Love you guys so much. Make sure you continue to comment, like, subscribe. We just want to keep this channel growing, keep being able to provide content for you guys. So again, thank you so much for rocking with us this far, but I will see y'all next time, party people.